Hey, good day everyone. Here's another video by You Can Do It. So I am working on a 2005 BMW X5 3.0, also known as the E53. And I'm gonna be swapping out my clock spring. And I'm gonna show you why I'm doing this. So if I press the horn or use any of the buttons, nothing works, and my airbag light is also on. There's nothing wrong with the electronics or the airbag. It's just a bad clock spring. So what we have to do is take out the airbag. Let me restart. Before we even take out the airbag, we're gonna have to take out the negative terminal of the battery. Then we're gonna take off this airbag. And to take it off, there are two screws. Let me show you how to get to them. One is right there, and it's a Torx 15 bit, and then you have one on the bottom. So we're just gonna remove those. And then, there's gonna be a 16mm nut. We're gonna take out the steering wheel. Then we're probably gonna remove this, what is that, a Phillips, to remove this cover, and then probably do the same down here. And I have ordered 2 clock springs. So I got a used clock spring. It comes with the stock windshield wiper and indicator turn signals. And then I actually have a new clock spring here too. So check them out. Hopefully this. All right guys, here's the bottom of the steering wheel. And I got it's actually a T30 Torx socket. I said a T15 by mistake, so we got that one loose. And I'm gonna try to do the top one. It's not a lot of room, so I'm just gonna bring this to the bottom. You just turn this. There you go. All right guys, I'm gonna loosen that screw now. All right guys, I've loosened the screws, and you can see there's a few wires we got to take out. So I'm going to take those out. All right guys, I wanted to show you what wires I took out, because this can get a little complicated, but not really. So one maroonish white, another white one, a yellow one, and this red one, or maroon. The yellow one and the white one go in there, and we also took out this black one, which went here. So again, this is not that difficult. It's pretty, they only go in one way. So this one will go here, that one will go there, these two go right there. This black one goes right here, and this goes right there. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the airbag somewhere down. Actually, I'm gonna put it on top right here, just to face up, just in case something happens. Nothing should happen. And now, okay, we have what appears to be a 16mm nut. Gonna remove that. Hopefully the wheel comes out. Oh, there's actually another wire here. This little purple one. Well, the other thing I was having is my windshield wipers weren't working. As you can see, they got stuck, and they would occasionally work. So again, it's all related to the clock spring. All right, I already showed you. We took out this additional wire. Then we have a wire here, a clip here, which you're gonna have to take out. So I'm gonna take that out. All right, guys, this one just pulls out like this. And again, now we're gonna try to remove that, which I believe is a 16mm bolt. All right guys, it was a 16mm bolt. Let's see. It shouldn't be that big of a So it's not that big. All right, so let me show you something now, what you have to be careful here. All right. So the wheel is not straight right now because it got locked. But right there you can see there's a mark right there, and which tells you that's how you gotta align it. And should be able to just pull this out. Let me see if I can pull it out with two hands. Yeah guys, that was pretty easy peasy. I just pulled it out, came out, no problem. So again, you gotta make sure that groove right there aligns with that groove towards the bottom. And just to be on the safe side, I may take a marker and black marker to really mark it off. All right guys, I'm just gonna be on the safe side. I have that marked. And so we're almost there. This is the clock spring. This is what we gotta change. So there's that screw right here, Phillips screw. And then I'm gonna try to, I think there's a nut here and a nut here, but we're gonna have to remove this, the bottom panel. There's 3 or 4 Phillips screws. I'm gonna remove those. Guys, I removed the panel at the bottom. I wanted to show you something. This is the OBD switch. So the way to take this out is, this gets stuck in there like that. But what you have to do is you have to pull this out and then just from the bottom push it from the center and it comes out. So in this panel can come out, and then the reason I removed that is I can get access to that screw. All right guys, the screw at the bottom is actually a Torx T25. And so now we should just be able to, you know, take a screwdriver and open this up. Pull this down. There you go. There's apparently some clips right here because the other side came out. You can see right there. So let me pull that out. Pulled it out and it just came out. I was trying to see how I can move this up a little. I'm trying to see where I can remove the steering down. There you go. Move the steering down a little. And then you can remove this, or give you some playroom. And so there's 4 bolts. Look like I don't know, let's see. Is that T25 or T30? Excuse me. That's a 30. That didn't fit. Yeah, 25. All right, so 4 T25 Torx. Guys, I got the 4 bolts off. All this is gonna come out together. And there's probably a few connectors we're gonna have to remove. So let's see where those connectors are. Oh, appears like there's right here at the bottom. Let me just remove those. Looks like there's 2 or 3 of them. Besides the 3 connectors to the bottom, there was 1 connector right there holding that part, and then there's another one right here. All right guys, last thing I gotta do is remove the zip tie to expose all the wires and separate this. All right guys, this is the original part. The serial numbers are slightly different. I noticed this when I bought it, but I'm like, let me see if it works. So the difference is this has the power steering module here. Let me see if I can take that out and just put it on the other one. Everything else looks pretty much the same. All right guys, can't figure out how to take that out, but it's and plus this is my original one. The stock turn signals are not faded, whereas on the new one, or the used one that I got, is faded. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use the new one that I got. So what I'm gonna do, or actually, I'm sorry to confuse you, it's actually a used one. And I'm gonna pull this out, this stock. So what you gotta do is, you can see those two clips. You pull them, pull the clips, and this comes out. I'm gonna do that for both of them. See how I just removed that from there, and you just snap it back in. So I'm gonna take my original one and do the same thing. There's the original one. I'm gonna see if I can do it with one hand. Nope, I'm gonna need two hands. All right, guys, here's my old clock spring. And I was struggling how to take out the damn power steering mechanism to move it up and down. It was actually pretty simple. You just pull this clip out forward and this slides out. And now I can take my used one and put this back in there. Slide it in there. You see that clip right there? It'll slide right in there. I want to show you guys. You see those like brackets? They go into that groove, and you know, it'll lock in place. There you go. All right, so let's go see if this works. All right, guys, I put the clock spring back in. This is supposed to be straight. I got all the connections back in. I checked, you know, all this works, the power steering. Oh, let me show you my, let me get my keys here. You can see that's working. So everything's working, already checked, and I got this straight. And remember, now I'm gonna put the wheel back on, but I'm gonna have to align it with that groove that we talked about earlier. All right, guys, I got that groove aligned. I'm just gonna, right there. Got that groove aligned, and now I'm gonna put the bolt back on, tighten it. All right, guys, I got the bolt tight, and now I'm gonna put in the connectors. That's one. That's gonna go to the airbag. This we're gonna stick back in there. And I got my airbag right here. So I'm gonna be very careful. And you know, I'm gonna put those two connectors, these two, in there.